We finally have a brand new poster for Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, and it looks absolutely stunning and gorgeous. As you can see on your screens, we have our King of the Monsters and the King of Skull Island standing together somewhere in the deserts of Egypt, and they look absolutely incredible. We also have some huge information on Titan Shimo, which you definitely would not want to miss. And most importantly, the director of the movie, Adam Wingard, had an interview with Empire magazine yesterday during which he revealed some huge and groundbreaking details about the storyline of the movie. I am going to cover all that and many more exciting news in this video. So, sit back, relax and enjoy. Before starting, however, I request you to spend 1 second of your time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because that is the only thing that motivates me to work harder and bring you more such awesome contents. Okay, with that, let us dive right into the main subject of this video. To start off, I am going to remind my viewers, in case anyone is still unaware, that the second official trailer for Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire is going to drop on the 14th of February, which is basically just few hours from now. I have to say that the marketing for this movie has been ridiculously terrible. After the release of that first trailer, we literally have had no promotional material from Legendary Studios apart from a few Funko Pop toys and a couple of posters. It is almost as if Warner Brothers and Legendary Studios are kind of underconfident with the potential performance of this movie, which is really disappointing and sad for hardcore fans of the Monsterverse. I literally fail to understand how movies like Meg 2 and Barbie gets way more promotion than a movie featuring an epic team-up of the two most iconic characters in pop culture. Say what you want about the quality of the recent Marvel movies, but Warner Brothers really need to learn a thing or two about movie promotions from Disney and Marvel Studios. With that little rant out of the way, let us dive into this absolutely beautiful and astonishingly stunning poster and analyze some of its subtle details. First of all, both Godzilla and Kong look like they have significantly grown in size since their last appearance in GVK. They look considerably bigger, bulkier and more menacing than ever before. I mean, we did get to see their new looks in the first official trailer, but it was edited in such a way that we never really got a sense of their size at any point. So, this poster really manages to capture the enormity of their size and their larger-than-life persona. The next most important aspect which caught my attention is the looks of the big G-Man right here. He is clearly in his new evolved avatar right here, as you can see the pinkish glow on the outer edges of his dorsal plates. I think the CGI and visual effects here looks way better than it did in the first trailer. Although I really like Godzilla's new look a lot, I thought his appearance in the trailer looked kind of goofy and over the top at certain instances. I would like to believe that the VFX department did in fact put some sort of an effort to make his new pink look more menacing and realistic, which clearly seems to reflect in this image. Now, at this point, I would like to take the time to address one particular point that has been bothering me to some capacity for quite a while now. A lot of people seem to have a major problem with Godzilla's new look, and they have been running a narrative that the Monsterverse is now slowly following the footsteps of Disney and the MCU. It is honestly quite disheartening to witness this, because I believe that the Monsterverse fandom is a lot more mature, unlike most toxic pop culture fans. As a proud member of the Monsterverse fandom, I think we can do way better than that and act like mature fans of the genre. I think there really is literally no point of getting triggered by the color of Godzilla's dorsal plates. Personally speaking, I think his new looks is really awesome. So, that brings me to this poster once again. Now let us shift our focus to the King of Skull Island. Just like Godzilla, it certainly looks like Kong has had a massive growth in his size as well. The layer of fur on his outer skin looks way more thicker as compared to his previous appearances. This is something which we observed in the first trailer as well, which you can clearly see in this particular shot right here. We also get to see a great look at his gauntlet known as the Beast Glove. I personally think it looks way better than his axe. I would not mind at all, and in fact appreciate if his axe gets entirely replaced by the Beast Glove. It is rumored that Kong is going to heavily injure his arm at some point in the movie, which is why he is going to get a mechanical reinforcement in the form of this Beast Glove. However, make no mistake, this gauntlet is way more than just a simple mechanical reinforcement. The Beast in Beast Glove basically stands for Bio-Enhanced Anatomic Seismic Thunder, which is going to provide Kong with a number of special abilities like faster reflexes, ability to generate more power in his punches, shock absorption, and most importantly ability to generate large bursts of electricity. Yes, you heard it right. The Beast Glove will enable Kong to generate a high-energy beam of electrical energy, which would act as a major form of weaponry during his battles with other titans. This is in fact a throwback to the 1962 Godzilla vs. King Kong movie, where Kong had a very unique ability to absorb electrical energy and also use the same against his battle with other titans. And finally, the last point I want to address is the background of this poster, which is clearly set in the deserts of Egypt besides the Great Pyramids. Overall, as I said, This image is absolute perfection and I have completely fallen in love with it. With that, we come to the next big update, which is actually quite interesting. So, yesterday the director of GVK as well as Godzilla x Kong Adam Wingard had some really interesting things to say about the storyline of the movie during an interview session with Empire magazine. The most interesting revelation he made was that the movie is in fact going to feature a lot of different versions of the Big G. This could mean only one thing, which I actually covered in several of my previous videos. As I have been saying in a number of my previous videos, this movie is rumored to feature some major flashback scenes which will also include the Great Titan War, which was fought between the ancestors of Godzilla and Kong. This battle featured several members of the Godzillas and the Kongs, which have been teased in several of these cave paintings. But we never really have had an actual first-hand look at this epic war. And I am really glad and happy to know that Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire is finally going to give us that. The next revelation Adam makes during his interview is that he in fact took a great deal of inspiration from some old classic movies of the late 80s. He does not mention the names of those particular movies, but a lot of fans seem to believe that Wingard drew a great deal of inspiration from the 1987 movie, Lethal Weapon. This actually makes sense because the movie features two mismatched detectives teaming up to solve a rather peculiar case. Godzilla x Kong is going to feature something very similar as well, because Godzilla and Kong, after their intense battle in GVK, will be forced to put their differences aside and team up to fight against the team of Scar King and Titan Shimo. Speaking of Titan Shimo, I have something very interesting to share with you which I believe is something you would definitely love to see. In my last video, I informed you that Shimo has in fact been cut from the second official trailer, which disappointed a lot of my viewers. It is believed that Legendary Studios are actually planning to reveal him directly when the movie comes out on the 29th of March. His appearance in the movie is apparently being treated like a huge cameo, sort of like the Monsterverse version of Tobey Maguire's cameo in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Apart from this little cave painting featured in one of the DLC packs of the new Call of Duty game, Shimo's only other appearance has come in the form of an action figure manufactured by a company called Playmate. You can check out the action figure on Google Images if you like, but I am not going to show it to you in this video because of a very specific reason. The design of that action figure is absolutely terrible and is nothing like his appearance from the actual movie. And this comes not from me, but one of my close friends who was present at the test screenings. Believe me when I say this. Shimo is apparently said to be one of the coolest titans that the Monsterverse has come up with, and the Playmate action figure unfortunately has totally failed to deliver justice to the character. So, I have come up with something myself which might give you a much better idea of his actual looks from the movie. In fact, you can treat this as a first look at Titan Shimo if you want to. Yesterday, while scrolling through my Twitter feed, I came across this piece of image which shows two beautiful, gorgeous-looking sculptures of Scar King and Shimo. And I want all of you to know that this is exactly how Titan Shimo is going to look like in the actual movie. Unfortunately, I could not find any mention of the original creator of this wonderful piece of crafting. But whoever created this deserves a huge round of applause for his or her amazing piece of work. In order to give you an even better idea, I did a bit of editing on my own. So, this is what I came up with, which you can currently see on the screen. I decided to put up a background of the Great Pyramids of Egypt because it is apparently going to be one of the major locations to feature in the movie. I further painted the crystals on his back and on the back of his head with dark blue color in order to make his looks more accurate and similar to his actual looks from the movie. Apart from that, I also tried to come up with another piece of artwork right here where we see Shimo walking on all his four legs. I am well aware of the fact that these artworks are pretty ordinary because I am not any kind of professional fan artist or anything of that sort. My intention was to only give you some sort of an idea of Shimo's actual appearance from the movie, which the Playmate toys unfortunately totally failed to capture. I think I am absolutely in love with his design. I do not know if anyone else feel the same, but to me, Shimo kind of looks like a mix between the monster from the movie, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, and one of the dragons from Game of Thrones. He looks absolutely menacing but also kind of adorable at the same time, which is actually a very rare and unique combination. And let us not forget that Shimo, apart from his beautiful design and menacing looks, is apparently the most powerful and the largest titan to exist within the Monsterverse. He is also said to be the first titan to arrive on the planet, which is why he is also known as the father of all titans. Apart from his enormous physical strength, he also has a very unique and special ability to let out a high-intensity ice breath which can literally freeze any object of any size or volume. So, after taking all these parameters and information into consideration, I think Shimo is already one of my favorite titans right next to Godzilla and Kong. So, that is all for this video. Let me know your thoughts on all these new details in the comments down below. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel.